Om Shanti, unique devotion, keen sense of discipline. From his childhood, Dada was a great devotee of Narayan. He was so fond of remembering this deity king, whom he thought to be a form of God, that he used to keep Sri Narayan's picture in his hall of worship and in his bedroom under his pillow. He kept it in his vault, in his office, and in his pocket, so that whatever he did and wherever he was, he could see the figure of that divine personage. In the bazaars through which Dada passed, color pictures were sold of Narayan. Shown in a supine posture in the picture, Sri Lakshmi, his queen, is shown serving him, massaging his legs like a maid. Dada did not like this picture. He thought it an abomination that women were at present considered inferior. Surely such a monstrous idea could not enter the mind of a deity. Dada felt that the capacity of women was not one iota less than that of men, and it was a crime for them to be treated less than equally. His feelings about this reached such a peak that he sought out and found the painter of the offending pictures and commissioned him to repaint them, to show the equal elevation of the divine couple. Dada had no idea at that time that in his next birth he himself would be that very Sri Narayan whom he had worshipped for so long. Not only was Dada's devotion sustained through time, but in every circumstance he maintained his faithful posture fearlessly. Whether in the midst of a business deal or in some domestic function, when the time came to perform his worship, he never missed the opportunity. He excused himself from others, if necessary, but never made excuses to himself. Even while traveling, he read the prescribed chapter from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Dada believed in the Gita implicitly and unequivocally. In describing Dada's faith and his worship, his daughter-in-law, P.K. Brijindraji, wrote as follows: "The Maharajas, the wealthy clients, and the business leaders with whom he was in contact used to visit Dada as his guests, and their arrival often coincided with the time Dada had to do his puja, which is worship. But Dada would not postpone or cut short these religious activities. Moreover, he would not compromise his living style. His way of eating, for example, was sattvic, which was pure. At Dada's dinner parties, no alcohol or cigarettes would ever be allowed. His VIP guests were unaccustomed to such simplicity and absence of hedonism in their dining habits, and they used to joke that Dada's parties are certainly without flair. Dada would reply with a gleam in his eye and a slight laugh, 'Shall we spoil our religion for your sake? You give us only paper notes, and in return we give you true diamonds.' They used to laugh hearing this. Dada was also fond of going on pilgrimages. He visited Tandura, Amarnath, Prayag, Vrindavan, and Kashi. He often invited wandering sadhus and sannyasis to be his house guests overnight. He enjoyed conversing with them on their religious understanding. Always Dada was bursting with life. He was a happy man. He had great faith in his own gurus. To be continued tomorrow. Om Shanti.